What role does sexuality play in a relationship? Increasing sex in a supportive relationship has a lot of advantages. Positive improvements like lower blood pressure, less stress, more closeness, and even a decreased divorce rate are associated with higher rates of sexual engagement. We provide information from the most recent studies even if there are no universally applicable guidelines for the best sex frequency. This video also covers the statistics on how frequently couples have sex, the reasons why having sex might be significant, some potential advantages, and the importance of sex in relationships. It even discusses potential difficulties you can have as a sexual partner and what you can do to promote sex in your relationship. The importance of sex in relationships. Can a relationship last without sexual activity? Yes. Not always requires sex. However, it could play a significant role in a happy, healthy relationship. Each person has a different perspective on the significance of sex. Some people can believe that having a sexual relationship is vitally necessary. Others might believe that certain forms of closeness and connection are more crucial. You could believe that sex is significant in a relationship for the following reasons: becoming more intimate with your partner, expressing love to your mate, finding sex enjoyable, a desire to start a family, feeling gorgeous and assured, reducing tension. According to research, having sex frequently might affect a person's general well-being. More affection is frequently associated with having sex. Couples are more likely to have more frequent sex when they share more affection. Benefits of sexual activity in marriage. Regular sex has a lot of benefits for a good relationship in addition to the advantages for you and your spouse personally. For instance, the oxytocin produced during intercourse increases emotional closeness and the sensation of connection. Sex deepens your emotional connection and degree of devotion to your partner in a monogamous relationship. Couples are more likely to remain together when they have sex to express their love. Sex is therefore positively linked to a decreased divorce rate. Benefits of sex on the mind. Making love has several positive psychological and emotional effects. Sex is strongly linked to a better quality of life. Among these advantages are: sexual activity may increase self-worth and lessen feelings of insecurity, which results in more favorable evaluations of oneself. Higher levels of happiness. A 2015 Chinese study found that having more consensual sex and better quality sex makes people happier. More kinship endorphins, one of the brain chemicals generated during sex, reduce irritation and depressive symptoms. The hug drug, or another hormone, oxytocin, rises in response to nipple stimulation and other sexual activities. Oxytocin contributes to feelings of serenity and fulfillment. Stress reduction. Less frequent sex may be attributed to chronic stress. However, having sex may be a useful stress reduction strategy. The benefits of sexual activity linger long into the next day and lower stress response chemicals including cortisol and adrenaline, epinephrine. Better sleep quality. Orgasms cause the release of the sleep-promoting hormone prolactin. Physical advantages of more sex. Although it should be quite obvious how sex enhances emotional wellness, there are also some physical advantages to having sex. A few of these are: improved physical fitness. Sex is an activity. Sexual engagement is similar to moderate physical exercise, such as brisk walking or ascending 2 flights of stairs, according to the American Heart Association. Abdominal and pelvic muscles might become more toned and tightened during sex. Improved muscular tone helps women have better bladder control. Improved brain activity. According to preliminary research on rats, more frequent sex sessions were associated with greater cognitive performance and the development of new brain cells. Since then, investigations on humans have revealed similar advantages. In a 2018 study including over 6,000 people, regular sex was associated with superior memory function in people over the age of 50. Increased sexual activity has a good impact on immune system performance. Regular sex may even reduce your risk of contracting the flu or a cold. Lower degrees of discomfort. Sexual endorphins contribute to more than only a calm feeling of well-being. Additionally, it seems that sex endorphins lessen back and migraine discomfort. Weight loss. A 30-minute session of sex typically burns 200 calories. Weight reduction can be assisted by the gratifying brain chemicals generated during sex, which can reduce cravings for food. Positive benefits on the heart. Lower systolic blood pressure has been associated with penile vaginal sexual activity, but not masturbation. Heart disease and stroke risk are both increased by elevated blood pressure. By widening blood arteries, sexual activity lowers blood pressure and increases the flow of oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. Additional physical advantages include an increase in desire and vaginal lubrication from increased sexual activity. Regular sexual activity is linked to shorter menstrual cycles and less uncomfortable cramps. In addition, the release of the hormone DHEA by the body during orgasm may be associated with an enhanced sense of smell, better teeth, better digestion, and radiant skin. Sexually ideal frequency. A 2015 study indicated that, to a limited extent, sexual frequency is related to overall well-being when determining how frequently a couple should have sex. Relationship satisfaction increased gradually from no sex to once a week, but after that point, it stopped increasing, and even started to decline somewhat. The present average is quite stable with one sexual interaction each week. However, our hectic schedules may be preventing us from engaging in more sex. Adults were having sex 9 fewer times a year in 2010 than they were in the 1990s. The typical sexual frequency: 54 times annually for the average adult, about once per week. 20-something adults, about 80 times a year. Adults over 60, 20 times annually. Although frequency tends to decline with age, sexual activity is still significant in older persons. In general, older married couples engage in sexual activity more frequently than their single counterparts in the same age range. Possibilities of sex increase. It was formerly thought that having intercourse made men more likely to get prostate cancer. However, a 2016 study found that males who ejaculated more frequently, 21 or more times per month, were less likely to get the illness than those who ejaculated less frequently, 7 or less per month. This impact is important to take note of since prostate cancer is the second biggest cause of cancer-related deaths in males. For some people, having sex raises their risk of having a heart attack. Despite this danger, more frequent sex could be beneficial. According to a 2011 research, frequent intercourse lowers the risk of heart attacks. Sex is protective, as are other physical activities. However, rare spurts of exercise put the heart under additional stress. To assess your risks, talk to your doctor about your sexual behavior. Problems with regular sex. While having sex might be crucial in a relationship, several things can make having sex more difficult. How often couples have sex can vary depending on several factors, including age, hormones, children, stress, illnesses, and marital issues. Because sex hormone levels fall as individuals age, age frequently affects how frequently people have sex. Sometimes physical or psychological issues make having an active sex life difficult or impossible. The closeness of sex is what humans are designed to want. Lack of sex can cause partners to become distant and, possibly, search for other partners. Working with a qualified couples therapist can help you close this gap and stop problems from affecting your entire marriage. How to develop intimacy without sexual contact. By focusing on non-sexual techniques to increase closeness, couples may overcome these obstacles and continue to have strong, healthy relationships. Consider the following ideas: watching a movie or relaxing in the park while cuddling. Dancing and engaging in other things you both like doing together. Giving lots of kisses and hugs. Walking hand in hand while holding hands. Conversing often about how to increase sex in your relationship. Sexual activity can, and frequently does, fluctuate over time. However, This does not imply that sexual frequency must continue to decline unabated. The answer to the question of whether sex can still be as enjoyable as it was when you first fell in love is yes. With time and maturity in your relationship, closeness and sex can grow. It could simply take a bit more effort. There are several approaches to enlivening your sexual life. It might be beneficial to consider your relationship's non-sexual aspects. The area between the ears is frequently referred to as the largest sex organ. Increased sex frequency without deeper emotional connection or better communication is unlikely to result in long-lasting relationship benefits. Another essential component of a healthy sexual life is stress management. Michelle Weiner Davis, a therapist and author of The Sex-Starved Marriage, Boosting Your Marriage Libido, a Couple's Guide, advises adopting a just do it attitude. At first, many were naturally wary of my Nike-style strategy for improving their sex lives. The just do it advice ran opposite to everything they had thought about how sexual desire develops. People's features would frequently show signs of relief when they realized that their absence of unexpected sexual inclinations wasn't always an indication of a problem. It didn't indicate there was something wrong with them or that their marriages needed something, says Weiner Davis. It meant that they had different experiences with desire. You can be waiting a very long time if you continually wait for your level of desire to meet that of your partner. Instead, discuss your demands with others and try to reach a compromise. Conclusion: a good relationship can benefit from having sexual activity. According to research, the typical American couple engages in sexual activity once a week. The frequency of sex tends to decrease with age, and other elements like stress, having kids, and general health can also have an impact. Sexual partners who wish to have more frequent encounters should concentrate on expressing their wants and cooperating.